Hello friends, welcome to this YouTube video program. Friends, we are discussing about the assignment questions of MA Education program. The learners who has taken admission in January 2020 as well as July 2020 sessions. You see our assignment of MA Education program means assignment of different courses of MA Education program. Means the same assignment question is for two sessions, January as well as the July session. So whatever we are discussing that covers the learners those have taken admission in both the sessions, January 2020 as well as July 2020. July 2020 session is going on now. Online admission process is going on now. So that the both group of students, the both session of learners will get benefited. Friends, yesterday we have discussed about the first course, that is MES 011. Course title was Understanding Education. As like other courses, you see we give three questions, three essay type questions in assignment. We call it is assignment 1, but under that assignment of a course, you will get three questions. Okay, question number 1, A, B and C. And what you have to do, you have to write your answer within 500 words of each question. Means you will get three sub questions or three questions under one assignment. Question number 1A 500 words, 1B you have to write in 500 words, and 1C you have to write in 500 words. And I have already said that the questions that you will get, question number 1, you can say all the question number 1, 2 and 3, most you will find that the questions are understanding level, or that is from application, or you can say critical analysis types of question. Means only we never give a knowledge type of question that is not directly from the learning material, self-learning material that we have provided to you. And you see, definitely you will get that the link of the question is from the self-learning material. But here you have to read the self-learning material, you have to understand the self-learning material, and accordingly you have to write it in your own words. Okay, so friends, let us today discuss about the questions and the three different questions of MES 012, the course ME. This is the second course. The course title is Education, Nature and Purposes. Education, Nature and Purposes. So we will discuss that what are the three questions and how you will write the response, the assignment response of the questions. And let me to say that assignment is one of the compulsory component of MA Education program, and we give 30% credit to assignment and 70% credit is given for the term and examination. So whatever assignment you are writing, so here you are covering 30% of the course requirement. Okay, so another 70% will be completed, will be covered through the term and examination. And we conduct two term and examination, that is in June and December of every year. As you have taken admission in January 2020 session, so that's why after completion of 1 year, that means in the December 2020 you will be eligible to appear the term and examination, December 2020. And for the first year term and examination, and you will eligible for the second year term and examination, that is on December 2021. And friends, those are now taking admission for July 2020 session, so they will eligible to appear the term and examination, that is in June 2021. And second term and examination they will eligible to appear, that is June 2022. And as already I have said, you have taken admission in January 2020 session, so that's why before appearing the term and examination, when you will fill the your form, term and examination form, So that is in the month of October. So before filling to appear the term and examination, so you supposed to complete all your assignment and you supposed to submit all your assignment at the study center. So by October 2020, you supposed to submit all your assignment. So friends, now let us try to discuss that what are the different questions are there in MES 012 and how you will write, how you will attempt this assignment. You see the first question, question number 1A, that is explain the concept and different forms of discipline, then discuss the status of education as a discipline. Again, I repeat this question, explain the concept and different forms of discipline, and then discuss the status of education as a discipline. Friends, you have to write this question within 500 words. So a little increase or a little decrease of the words may be acceptable. That may be within few words. If it is 500, 20, 30, 40 or 50 words, it's okay. Or maybe 10, 20, 50 words. If it is less, then it's okay. That doesn't mean that you have to write just double or the triple of the requirement. Many a time we find that students are writing in 1000 words, 2000 words. Okay, they are writing 10 pages of one assignment. It is not like that. You should be, limit yourself within 500 words. So that's why briefly you should write, and as per the question you supposed to write. Okay, and your writing should be at the understanding level, not at the knowledge level. You are not going to reproduce the content which is given in the self-learning material. Rather, you have to understand it and write it in your own words. And friends, in the unit we have also given references and suggested reading. Many a time we have given a list of suggested reading. It means if you can also refer the other reading materials, other suggested reading materials for making your assignment a quality assignment for getting a very good grade. So that's why the references, the self-learning material, as well as the other suggested reading you supposed to study, you supposed to follow for writing the assignment. So friends, this question you see in MES 012, this question has been come from first block. Okay, that is concept and nature of education is the block title, and under first block particularly this question has come from unit 2. Okay, it covers in unit 2. The title of unit 2 is education as a field of knowledge. Okay, as I have already said in our earlier discussion in MES 011 assignment, your writing of assignment should be in 3 parts, you can say, in 3 sections. First part or section will be the introduction, then content presentation, that is the main body of the assignment, and the third is the conclusion. Friends, you have to write at most 75 words in the introduction, maybe in 1 paragraph or maybe in 2 paragraphs, and around 350 words for content presentation, that is the main body of your assignment. And the third, that is conclusion, again you have to write within 75 words. Okay, so I am not saying strictly this is the you can say suggested, this is suggested for you. A little increase and decrease of the words may be acceptable, that is not a problem. But friends, here so far as the nature of the question is concerned, you see in the introduction what you have to write. Your introduction should cover the objectives of major discussion points of the assignment. At the same time, you have to present a background of the assignment. You see, here your topic is, your question is, you have to explain the concept and different forms of discipline. What is the concept of a discipline and what are the different forms or different types of a discipline. So in the introduction, what you can do, you can just define the discipline. What is a discipline? Okay, and here you can also give the purpose and the objective of this assignment. This assignment, this question has been means your presentation in the second part of your assignment will based upon which points. You can just give a brief outline in the introduction, and you have to give a background also. Then the second part of the question, that is the discuss the status of education as a discipline. So here you see this is a constant debate that whether education is a discipline or not. So here you have to put few lines about the concept of education as a discipline in the introduction. But mostly you have to write within 75 words, maybe in one or two paragraph. Then in the second, that is the main content, that is the main body of your assignment, that is you have to write within 350 words. So here as per the nature of the question, first the concept and characteristics of a discipline you have to explain. What is the concept of a discipline? Okay. Just like I think you have already discussed about the knowledge, discipline and school subject, how a discipline has formed from categorizing a particular types of knowledge, then how a school subject has formed or constituted from a discipline. So that we have already discussed, but that is the major concept. From that concept you have to discuss here the concept of a discipline, the characteristics of a discipline. So what are the different criteria should be there, so that we can say that this is a discipline. Okay. If you remember that, I can say that a discipline should have a substantial body of knowledge, should have a academic manifestation. Okay. A discipline should have a perspectives, maybe a philosophical perspective, historical perspective, intellectual perspective, socio-cultural perspective. So every discipline should have a perspectives. Okay. So here when you write the concept and characteristics, you have to justify here that what is a discipline and what are the characteristics of a discipline with citing certain examples. You have to explain it. Then you have to write the concept of different forms of discipline. You see in the SLM you will find that we have discussed about three forms of discipline: basic discipline, applied discipline and inter and multidisciplinary areas. Okay. Basic discipline, just like in the universities and in the colleges, the discipline that we practice in the arts, humanities and in the commerce stream, we have certain programs, certain courses. Okay. So you can say the subjects is the subject of mathematics you are doing, master in the subject of mathematics, bachelor in the subject of mathematics, honors in mathematics, okay, or honors in economics, honors in sociology, honors in physics, or master in physics, or you can say master in chemistry. So when we are talking about these disciplines, maybe chemistry, maybe botany, maybe zoology, maybe physics, maybe economics. Okay, so these are, you can say, the basic discipline, example of basic discipline. Then again you have to explain that what is applied discipline. So friends, when you read the material, you can get the detailed information, knowledge about the applied discipline. So applied discipline is just like the basic, the concept of a basic discipline when it is applied in the field, when it is applied in the society, when it is applied in the teaching learning process, when it is practiced for developing skill. Okay, when it is practiced for professional development, we can say that that is an applied discipline. You can take the example, you see, from science, from social science, from language. Nowadays you will find that many sub disciplines have been emerged, just like you can say biotechnology, microbiology, okay, nanotechnology. So these molecular biology. So you see, these are the developments of the disciplines. Or you can say, when we talk about nanotechnology, so here you will find that the concept and theories, the principles of physics are used in nanotechnology. So nanotechnology is the applied field. In education, when we talk about teacher education, we can say that teacher education is a applied field, because the concept of education, the concept of teaching learning process, the concept of pedagogy, okay, how the subject should be implemented in the teaching and learning system, how the subject should be taught in a school, what methods, techniques should be used. So that covers in the teacher education program. So when we talk about teacher education program, then definitely we can say that is a applied discipline. Then friends, the third forms or types of discipline, that is the inter and multidisciplinary areas. So friends, you see, now we are talking about multi and transdisciplinary approach, but earlier, now also we are talking about the interdisciplinary approach for teaching. For teaching few discipline, you see, isolating that discipline from other discipline, interlinking, without interlinking that discipline with other discipline, you cannot teach a subject. So that's why, so when we talk about the inter and multidisciplinary approach, means when you are studying or teaching economics, at the same time you are also using the knowledge of sociology, the knowledge of history, okay, or the knowledge of political science. So the concept or the knowledge of political science is not fulfilled without knowing the knowledge of others. So that's why to teach history, to teach economics, you can better implement it by using the interdisciplinary approach and multidisciplinary approach also. So many a time you will find that multiple disciplines, they contribute together for a particular for a particular type of knowledge, for a knowledge base. Just like you see environmental education. So when we talk about environmental education, you see, we talk about science here, we talk about arts and humanities, okay. We talk about, so environment is sum total of all the experiences. It deals the science, it deals the arts and other areas of knowledge also. And when we talk about population education, here also you see population education is not an isolated discipline. Population education, it talks about a multiple discipline. So many a time for teaching a subject, so you will be using other disciplines also. So this is another form of discipline. Then as per the question, you have to discuss the status of education as a discipline. So friends, I will take a special session, today's special session, to discuss about education as a discipline. But just like other discipline, be sure that education as a discipline, because the characteristics of other discipline is also applicable in education, okay. So all the characteristics are also applicable here. So this is the content presentation. You have to write it in 350 words, and the third section is the conclusion, 75 words. So whatever you have presented, you have to give a concluding remark, okay, with the concept of discipline, at the same time the forms of discipline as well as education as a discipline, and you should write it within 75 words. Friends, second question that you have to write within 500 words. Second question is differentiate orthodox schools of views of knowledge from heterodox schools of views of knowledge. Discuss pramana as a valid source of knowledge. This question is very much philosophical, so that's why this has been taken from block 2 of MES 012. Block title is knowledge in education, and specifically this has been taken from unit 6. The title of unit 6 is Ancient Indian Concept and Nature of Knowledge. So this question has taken from that block 2 and unit 6. So as like the earlier question, here also you have to write introduction within 75 words. In the introduction, your presentation will cover the objective of major discussion points of this assignment, just like the concept of the orthodox schools as well as the heterodox schools, and you can also put certain points about the pramana and whether pramana is a valid source of knowledge. So here you are not going to present the content, but you have to establish a type of background knowledge, or you have to give a linking of these questions, and you lead your introduction should lead the students or lead the evaluator, because it will be evaluated towards the content presentation, okay. So all the three sections should be linked with each other. Then in the content presentation, you have to explain the concept of orthodox schools of knowledge. You see, the orthodox schools of knowledge as per the content presentation in block 2 and unit 6, you can say that this is the practice of the post-Vedic period and the Brahminic period. They accept the authority of the Vedas. They obey the Vedas and they practice the Vedas. And you see, this is very much spiritual and abstract in nature. So when we talk about the knowledge, the acquisition of knowledge, okay, so as per the orthodox schools of knowledge, you can say it is very abstract and very spiritual, but at the same time when we talk about the heterodox schools of knowledge, you see this is the practice of Buddhism and Jainism. They didn't believe the authority of Vedas, or you can say, they have faith upon the material and worldly objects. Okay, so that's why you have to differentiate. I'm not going the detail about the orthodox schools of knowledge and heterodox schools of knowledge, but what you have to do, you have to read the material and point to point you have to give establish a differentiation between these two concepts. Then friends, again you have to discuss the second part of the question is discuss Praman as a valid source of knowledge. So whether Praman is a valid source of knowledge or not, you have to write. So the meaning of Pramana, you can say it means to know rightly, okay, to verify it, to justify it, to experiment it. So that's why you have to, for knowing the right thing, so what you have to do, you have to justify whether Pramana is a valid source of knowledge or not. So that's why it is based upon the perception, the individual's perception, then inference, then analogy, then verbal testimony. So basing upon these three concepts, you can write Pramana as a valid source of knowledge. Then again you have to conclude it by giving your concluding remark within one paragraph. The question number 3, that is question number 1C, is explain the concept of practices of education as advocated by Mahatma Gandhi and Sri Aurobindo. Discuss the relevance of their concept and practices of education in the present day context. So you have to write it within 500 words. As like the earlier question, you have to write one introduction here, okay, about the concept of education of Mahatma Gandhi and Sri Aurobindo. And here you see this concept, the question is coming from, this has been come from block number 3 of MES 012, that is aims and goals of education, and particularly from unit 12, that is aims of education modern thinkers. Okay. Then in content presentation you have to write it within 350 words. First of all, you have to write the ideas and concept of education of Mahatma Gandhi, the concept of education as given by Mahatma Gandhi, and what is the ideas of Mahatma Gandhi. So here you can write the basic system of education, the aims of education as per the Mahatma Gandhi, the methods, and the craft-centered education, the process or the practice of craft-centered education also you can write here. How manual work has been integrated in the teaching learning process can be a part of your writing also. Then second, ideas and concept of education of Sri Aurobindo. Okay, so here also you have to write the concept of education given by Sri Aurobindo in your own words, Aurobindo's idea. Then definitely you have to mention here about the integral system of education, the physical education, the vital education, the mental education, and the psych education, and the spiritual education, the 5 aspects of education as given by Sri Aurobindo in the integral system of education. That also you have to explain with suitable examples. Then friends, definitely you have to explain about their relevance in the present system of education. Okay, the concept, the methods, the aims, the objectives that they have given in the education to understand education and to practice it in the teaching learning process. Okay, so whether Mahatma Gandhi's educational philosophy and Sri Aurobindo's educational philosophy have relevance in the present system of education, that you have to justify by putting certain examples. Okay, so here you can analyze the present system of education and you can just put 1 or 2 examples that what is said by Mahatma Gandhi and Sri Aurobindo and whether that has been practiced in the present education system or not. Then you have to conclude it with 75 words. So friends, say this is the 3 questions. Yesterday one student asked me whether to write references at the end of each question or not. So friends, here definitely you are getting here 3 questions. So for writing first question, you have to write the references that you have used for writing this question, and at the end of second question also you have to write the references, and at the end of third question also you have to write the references. Means at the end of each and every question you have to write the references. So tomorrow we will discuss another course, that is MES 013. Today we discussed about MES 012, and in our next program I will discuss about education as a discipline. Thank you.